Welcome to the Space Limited Accomplishments Interval. I'm Lance Ash, and here with me as usual is Bonnie Ash.
Hello.
Okay. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm very good. I had a really good weekend. Finished another painting. What did you get done this weekend?
Very little.
Is that because you were so sleepy?
Yep.
Are you sleepy now?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Oh, did you see all those mailboxes were down? I wonder if they were replacing them or somebody smacked them down. Four of them.
Someone knocked them down.
4 of them together, as if they'd been on a single board. Yeah, probably somebody knocked them down, because if the landlord was replacing them, he would have done it that same day. We're living in a age of increased hooliganism and I don't know, violence, crazy people.
Well, we are living in America, the land of automatic weapons.
I don't know. I think the whole planet's getting so overcrowded that you're going to have a proportional increase in assholes.
It's more than that. We all know that the planet is becoming unsustainable for human life, so we're all fighting for resources.
Well, everybody wants to continue living the way it was.
What was that famous Dick Cheney quote?
The American way of life is non-negotiable.
Was that after 9/11 when he told everybody to go shopping?
I don't remember what it was in reference to. Something like that, yeah. But just for fun, I don't know, I was trying to kill time before we left, and I watched this little piece from CNN or something, and Brian Stelter was comparing Tucker Carlson to Alex Jones, and he said, we're living in an age where if you want to immerse yourself in an alternate reality, there's a news channel for you. If you want to live or if you want to believe that the Capitol riots were instigated by the feds, well, then there's a news program that will tell you that. But the thing is, I'm guilty of it too, because I won't watch Fox and I won't watch right-wing media. I want to hear the Republicans slammed, and so I tend to watch those types of shows, and I'm anti-Brexit, so I tend to indulge in those types of things so I can hear how Brexit is going badly. So, I mean, it's not just them. Oh. But Bonnie did get the grass cut this weekend, and she got the car washed, and
Meals to celebrate the holiday weekend.
Yeah, we're vegetarians, so we get the fake hamburgers, but they have these, and they're usually pretty good. But they have this kind called Meat Lovers, which makes no sense. But anyway, they're really good because they're a little bit thicker than the regular veggie patties. Many years ago, when our son was about, 9 or 10, we're having fake hamburgers. And he said something. He goes, "If we're vegetarians, why do we eat fake meat?" And I think that's a very good point. But still,
it's very expensive.
The veggie burgers are expensive?
Yeah, those veggie burgers are $1 each.
Well, we don't have to have them. I can have a cheese sandwich with a big slab of tomato.
I got it because of Peter.
Oh, he likes them now.
No, I got the fixings for the 4th of July because Peter wanted a feast, a celebratory feast kind of thing. He also needled me about the fact that I served it on Friday and Saturday instead of today, but I told him that's what we're going to do because today's the first day of the work week for us. But he still didn't seem to remember that. But yeah, we had 2 days of celebrations. And then last night he complained that he never gets to go to the fireworks, so I drove around the neighborhood and let him watch fireworks from the car for half an hour.
Well, I don't give a rip about the 4th of July celebrating anything other than the fact that the 4th of July marks my anniversary of deciding to become a painter. And so as of today, I've been a painter 25 years. I also roughly throw in my anniversary for starting to play guitar, which was really in June. So I've been playing guitar 35 years and painting 25. But what else did we have? You had the fake hot dogs. Oh, you had pasta salad, which I thought was really, really good.
Onion rings.
Yeah. Here in Athens, the
potato chips, barbecue potato chips, and pound cake with strawberries and whipped cream.
Well, here in Athens, the famous restaurant, the Varsity, which has the best onion rings I've ever eaten, is going out, or they have already gone out of business. Now they're in the process of tearing the place down, which I think is a foolish decision. But I'm gonna miss those onion rings. The ones that come in the frozen bag that you heat up in the oven, they're just not the same. Didn't we try making? We bought that deep fryer one time. We tried making some.
I don't think we ever got around to that. We did do a lot of egg rolls because Uncle Dave had Dos Gringos hot sauce, and we thought it was really good with egg rolls for a while, so we'd make our own egg rolls.
He gave us a jar. He gave us a jar of this, or no, I'm sorry, what am I saying? A bottle of unlabeled, unpreserved hot sauce stuff. It was like a...
What? It was labeled.
No.
He had drawn the label.
No.
And it was preserved?
No. You're talking about those two different kinds with the little angels with the mustaches or whatever. He gave us a special jar that was like the size of a wine bottle, and it was full of just basically shredded chilies, and it was volcanic. There was no label on it. I think Stephanie, it's just been so long ago. This is back at our old house. But I guess Stephanie told him that that I liked hot stuff. So he's like, well, here, this is something I just threw together. And it was almost inedible. Because it was a jar full of like water and shredded peppers. You don't remember this?
Not at all.
Does he even make is he still in business anymore?
No, he had a stroke.
This is Stephanie's brother had a stroke?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
On the down low, we don't discuss it with testing.
Oh. Well, okay.
He's been out of that business for a while.
Did you ever make any money at it?
I don't know. He was one of the sous chefs down at Walt Disney Resort.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how many restaurants the Disney World has on site.
I don't know, but he worked quite a few of them. And then there was a downturn in the economy. What was that, 2012 or 2008 or something? And the tourism business fell out. So he basically stopped working regularly then. But he's past retirement age at this point.
I will be too very soon, and I won't be able to retire.
Why won't you be able to retire, Lance?
Because I'll still be supporting my family, and I'll still be paying off good times I had 30 years before. But, I'm hoping that any day now, a major gallery will discover my paintings. And then, did you see that painting I left up that belonged to Mick Jagger that was stolen?
No.
I thought I left up a whole page.
I didn't look. I had to get Peter's food on.
Well, it was on the German Bild news magazine website. Mick Jagger owns a painting by this guy, and it was in a gallery or something, and it was stolen. And I'd never heard of the artist. It looked like just regular old, I don't know, gestural abstraction slash, no, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, just slop. So I looked up the guy's stuff, and it's all slop. It's
Side two, will he slop?
Well, hold on, that's a separate issue, but, it's aesthetically pleasing slop, don't get me wrong, but
Whereas Cy Twombly's not aesthetically.
Cy Twombly, what bothers me about him is he takes a blank canvas and scribbles on it with pencil. Just scribbles, like doodles, loopy loops, and then maybe smears a little bit of red and goes, ha, finished, another masterpiece. The thing is, there's a fine line between acceptable slop and lazy, indulgent, don't give a shit, no sense of craft slop. My stuff, there's a balance. I like slop, but I also like cartoony figuration. So I've worked out a way to have both on the canvas at the same time. What do you think about Jean Dubuffet?
Hit and miss for me. I do like his more primitive, childlike stuff. I'm with you on that. But the more graphic, more defined.
Yeah, the red, white, and blue stuff. I can't remember.
It's not my thing.
I believe that was the Cuckoo phase, Cuckooville, or something like that.
Are you serious? That was actually the phrase?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
The phrase that pays. So what did that piece go for in the auction? What was the estimated value we saw on that one?
With the Cuckooville one, or I didn't check the value on that one, but I'm sure it was
over $1 million.
I'm sure it was, yeah.
Jesus.
But I've known about him since I was 8 years old, because they had two pieces of his in the encyclopedia, and I used to study that a lot. I'm trying to think. You framed a lot of stuff over the last week, and some of it I didn't even know we owned. Where did you get a lot of that stuff?
Which ones?
Well, that little piece that you hung. Well, this hasn't been in the last couple of weeks, but that when I had to put those books on in the shelves yesterday, I had to move that one that was hanging. It looks kind of like Gertrude Stein with her fingers clasped together.
Oh no, it's Diego
Rivera?
No, he's a Miami-based Cuban artist. Oh God, that was a Habitat find. It was literally wrapped in that plastic. What's that called? Where they heat seal it. It was just a scrap from somebody's classroom, and so just a quarter, 50 cents maybe.
Yeah, that's the secret a lot of people don't understand. You can frame anything. And the frame is what makes the art more than anything else.
Yeah, I used something from an old calendar this weekend, and just...
I don't know where Bonnie got all these frames, but she bought a bunch of frames. I guess they were thrift store finds. And she's taking them apart so she can put stuff in there. And she finds this photograph. It's like some old couple's wedding anniversary picture. And it was like taken in the 80s or something. And she gave it to me, and I love it. I love found photographs that you don't know who the people are.
We've come up with so many good things. I have a watercolor, 2 watercolors now, that were just shoved into pictures behind something else. I bought this one picture frame. I can't tell you. I don't even know what the picture frame was. I remember that the guy looked like that teenage meme of the goofy boy with the sweater vest. It looked like that kind of picture. And I bought it for the frame, and I got it home, and behind it was a watercolor, a hand-done watercolor somebody had done in some place like Italy. It was one of those type of scenes, and it was oddly shaped because they had just, made it whatever they could do, and then they couldn't quite frame it right, and it got placed behind this hideous boy's photograph. And then I found another one this weekend. It was this, I don't know if it was a print or what, but it was this group of flowers that somebody had done. It could have been a watercolor, I don't know. I think it was more of a print. And again, it was hand done and hand signed. And I've got a couple things that are like that are etchings or hand drawn or watercolors, and they're numbered or they're signed or any combination. And these are things that just got shoved into a frame, and somebody put something in front of it, and I peel back the layers and I find gold.
Yeah, I love that sort of thing. I don't know. You get the impression sometimes that some people don't realize that if something appeals to them, it doesn't have to have any value or any provenance.
Yeah.
Just get it and put it on the wall. But like I'm saying, there's a fine line between that and people who just don't have any interest in putting anything decorative up unless it's Christmas trees or something. I mean, I've been to some people's houses and they have nothing of any decorative, and if they do, it's just, and I mean just garbage.
Deer heads.
Oh my God.
Mounted fish. Those are some of the more repulsive ones. But another one that's really bad is going into somebody's house and they take some kind of throw that would normally be on the couch and they hang it up on over the living room couch, and it is some sort of scene, like a woodland scene, or what's that guy who does Thomas Kincaid scene or something, and they put it on the wall like it's some kind of beautiful thing, and you're like, oh God, no. But,
I don't care what anybody. There's a big vogue now for Bob Ross, but I'm going to tell you, Bob Ross is garbage. I would like to get some.
I don't know about that. I don't necessarily agree with that. See, my Aunt Marie was big into all that type of thing. She would sit there and she would paint with Bob Ross. And I would give anything to have her homemade, her hand-done landscapes now. Because, some of them were cheesy, yeah, but I wouldn't mind having some of them and, put them in smaller frames and stuff just because it was my Aunt Marie.
Well, that's different. I'm just saying, I don't know. We went to Hobby Lobby this weekend so I could get some paint.
Talk about crap.
And those mass-produced things they have in there make me want to vomit. I wish I had blinders on every time I go in there. Everything in there is absolute shit.
And yet we have to go there now because the loft is no longer open, and the other place that sells paint is usually 40 to 75% more for a thing of paint. And it's so hard to find any paint online these days, and you just don't get canvases through the mail. You just don't do that.
No. But I do see original artwork sent through the mail all the time. And I'm just thinking, why would you risk sending if you make a handcrafted box to put the canvas in, made out of wood, I can see that. But they just wrap it in paper and send it. Whoop.
One thing that's really popular right now on Etsy is you can download a file and then print it at home, or take the file to someplace like Office Depot or a local print shop and have pictures printed up. And I think that's cool. But the other thing I noticed on Etsy is there are a lot of people who do etchings or their own prints and such. And they will sell them for $8, $18, $38, $80. It's just amazing. You can get hand-signed, hand-done art. The etching thing is what I like so much. I like that the idea of having something pressed on to paper, and it's beautiful. I've got a couple. As a matter of fact, I reframed a couple this weekend, and those are gorgeous. And they're each numbered and they're hand-signed. And think about that. Do you remember that goldfish I have behind the front door over the coat rack? That is a it is a signed and numbered print, and it's multiple colored. It's gorgeous, and it's koi fish, and they're in a pond, and it's a beautiful thing. And I got it dirt cheap, less than $20. And then I took it out of the frame that it came in, and it came in a mat board is what it did. And then I took a cheap ass frame and reframed it, and it looks like $1 million. It's so nice.
Did you see that guy? We went to, they had a little farmer's market, artist market thing in the town next door to ours. We went there Saturday, and most of it was like produce. But there was one guy there who was selling
monsters,
and they were horribly drawn.
But they were $8 and $10, and they were original, and they were signed, and I thought they were charming. And if we had little ones, I would get something like that for the rooms. I thought it was cute.
Well, I will give him this. He was trying.
Oh yeah.
I wish I had the time and ability to set up a little booth and sell my junk.
Oh, I like this stuff. I've looked at his stuff online and Instagram. I don't follow him or anything like that, but I think he does some cute little things, and I don't know how he makes a living. I don't think he does.
No.
Is he the guy that also was selling coffee?
No. Okay, well, we've reached the limit of our
21 minutes.
Yeah. All right. So, anything to add?
No.
Okay. All right. So we'll see you later. Bye.